Hi, welcome back. I'm Tracy. We're going to sing. We're going to do Welcome Back Home. Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about. I don't know if that's really the words.
You go.
I just made that up. It might be.
Yeah. Introduce Saphira because she's very feisty today.
This is Saphira.
She's really the real superstar in the
Yes,
house.
she is. A superstar.
It's not me.
She's a superstar. Oh, she's
very quiet right now.
Pics later.
She's kind of a she's
lies.
She's a feisty girl.
She is.
She is.
She is. When I take her out in public, like I usually wear like a full shirt so she can crawl on my shoulders and everything. Because when I was in Bed Bath Beyond, I used to be in Bath and Body Works the other day. She just hung out on my shoulders.
She what?
She just hung out on my shoulders.
Aww.
You know. Yes. Oh. I know we're in a whole new room, and you're like, oh yeah, I can
There's
escape.
so many things.
Escape. Okay, go to Tracy.
There's so many things. There's so many things.
So many fun things. Oh, no.
So we were talking about rides or Disney. How much we love Disney. Oh, she sneezed. God bless.
Oh, bless you. Is that what it was?
It was a sneeze. Yes.
Yeah, we live down here in Florida, so Disney is very important to us.
All the way.
Oh, we love Disney. Universal Studios.
Yeah, Universal too.
Yeah. She wants the Sailor Jerry.
Was she drinking?
She will, but I don't want her to.
No, I don't want her to drink it. I didn't know she would
you're
actually
right.
drink
We
it.
hardly have any. Like, this is not even enough for like.
Well, it's a mini. It's a mini. You have to be very careful pouring. Are you gonna come behind me? You can come behind me. Just stay on the sofa.
Right now she's on the sofa.
Yes, we're running out of tequila, so all you tequila manufacturers out there.
No.
Anyone with an agave farm.
Agave.
You know. Woo! See, empty. Need more.
So, we're taking a shot. Oh, and here, Saphira, say goodbye, Saphira.
Bye,
Saphira. Goodbye. Mwah. Goodbye, sweetheart. Thank you, Grace.
Way too many pillows.
All right, let's see.
She's such a diva.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
only knew.
What's left
I
of
got
our
a
little
good bit
shots.
in mine.
I know.
You did.
I'm jealous.
Because I'm trying to get you drunk.
Well, I'll just drink my sailor like a sailor. So I'm gonna start cursing like a sailor. I don't know what to say.
We could shoot other things, so you know.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. No, just kidding.
Speaking of shooting.
We do have a little gun back there.
Okay, so there was a story that you were going to tell us about.
It was about Jaws.
It was about Jaws.
Well, but the whole reason this came up is because we were very saddened that they took Jaws out of Universal. And the younger generation says, well, nobody goes to see it. But we're like, we would always go to see it. It was like our favorite ride.
Yeah.
As we were growing up, like those were like it was like one of the scariest movies that I think I had ever seen. And we're in Florida, okay, so I grew up in Florida, and growing up, like, going to the beach and things like that, and, Jaws was like, it really was like, oh my gosh.
I think it really changed, like, a whole thought process for an entire generation of people.
It did.
Yeah, but
It really made you afraid.
Beyond fear, because, like,
he confirmed my fears.
Right, this is true. Well, you know what, I grew up on the beach, and, like, growing up, I'm so sorry. When I didn't really actually grow up on the beach. Like, my family would go to the beach once a year, and it was my favorite day of the year. We went to Johnny Lloyd State Park. My uncle was a ranger.
Wait, you lived here and you only went to the beach once a year?
My dad worked 6-7 days a week.
Oh,
okay?
wow.
I was a laborer's daughter.
See, I lived here, but we stayed on the beach for 2 months out of the year.
No, we were not. I'm sorry, you're higher than me. That's why I live in the trailer park. Okay.
We stayed on the beach for 2 months out of the year, so we got to be there for when the turtles would come.
Oh my gosh! I've never done that. I've never done that.
The turtles, we'd stay up late at night, and someone would be walking along the beach with a flashlight, and the turtles would come up to lay their eggs and dig their holes, And then we stayed another month later to where the babies were born, and you'd have to like help babies back.
Which is so awesome, and I've always wanted to do that because we could do
Yes.
that living here, and I never have. But no, my dad was he had his own business, and he was a concrete pumper, and he really did work every day except for Sunday, and sometimes on Sunday. So, anyways, like there was a lot of birthdays in July, and we used to have a big family picnic every year in July at Johnny Lloyd State Park, and Johnny Lloyd at that time would have like hermit crabs and blue crabs and all these really great like things that you could find, and I loved hermit crabs, so I would love to bring them home as pets. I would also buy them at the pet store. I mean, like I was big on crabs. I would not eat crab. I would not, because they were my pets. I remember one time I actually had a crab and I buried him under the tree in my front yard, and my older sister dug him up and chucked him over the bushes just to torture me. This is long. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, but back to rides. We were talking about Jaws, and how. I'm sorry, that was a moment. It's one of those things that screwed me up for life. No, but we were talking about Jaws and how wonderful like Jaws was, and like growing up in Florida, like as I got older and could drive myself, I got a longboard and would like go out on, up in like Cocoa Beach area, New Smyrna, and there would be like nurse sharks like underneath you. I never had a problem with nurse sharks. I even went scuba diving. I've been face to face with nurse sharks. Never worried about nurse sharks. But one day I have a son who's now 19. He must have been about 4 or 5. And we went to Hollywood Beach. And it was one of those days where it's the morning. We used to go like around 9, 10 o'clock. It was high tide. And so that meant like when you walked in the water, you took a step and you were like here.
Right.
Okay, so you were like, you can't like, it's not like being up to here where you still have control. No, you were up to here. So all of a sudden like I see like people like bumping and like moving, you know what I mean? Like they don't even know it's hitting them out there. And I was like, Nicholas, we need to get out of the water. You know what I mean? And so I took my son, because he's floating in his little, tube, and we get out of the water and we go sit, and a wave came and you saw the bull shark. Now, I don't know if you know what a bull shark is, but it looks like Jaws.
Wow.
You could see the silhouette. Now, this was like, I'm talking like, here's the sand and here's the water, and that's how deep the water got, and you were seeing him right along the shoreline, and you just saw him like swim like, and I mean we were all like standing up like
noise.
No, because it was really like when you just got out of the water and you see something like that, you're like, oh my gosh, and then the lifeguard called the whistle and everything else, and I bet there's been a few shark stories. We were also at Johnny Lloyd State Park, and one day there was, the older people, they would just kind of like wade out in the water, and I saw a fin, you know what I mean, and I saw it swish by this lady, and the lady like got up and she looked around, and I was like, okay, no, the shark's way out there, I'm not gonna really worried about them, but then there was like a group of kids, and they were all splashing just like you see in Jaws, and I was like, and I could see the fin like coming in, and I'm like, shark, get out of the water, and like all the kids were just like the movie, you know what I mean? And I mean, it wasn't a huge, at that time that wasn't a huge shark, but you don't know what, I mean, I saw it, and so we're screaming, and the kids all like ran out of the water and everything, but that day on Hollywood Beach, I mean, that was really like a scene from Jaws, like something that you like see, and we have it so much around here, and I just don't go to the beach anymore.
I think I just saw somebody recently, like just last week, some girl like got bit by a shark.
Yeah, it happens.
And I can't remember which beach she was, but it was one of the local beaches, and she was the water was only like up to her knees.
Did she get a little nick?
Yeah, I mean, she didn't, like, it wasn't
I always just
crazy,
say take this leg if they're going to take it, because it's already wounded. You know what I mean? I'm just like, because I already had like surgery on this leg, so if a shark is going to take it, I hope it's this one and not this one.
I just don't want any.
No, I don't either. But it's funny, when I was younger, I had no fear, and now that I'm older, I'm like,
I'm hard. Isn't it funny? I used to love to, and the last time we went to the beach, which was like 3 weeks ago or whatever, and we went, and Scott's more brave, so he gets way out, and I'm like, I can do that. I can go out there too. And we went out there. No, Cat, don't eat the dip. The
Flash Gordon is eating our dip.
Go out of the dip.
Don't eat the dip.
Flash Gordon,
the chicken dip.
No,
that was the spinach artichoke dip.
He's got a clean mouth.
Yes, he's got a clean mouth.
Just shut the dip.
So.
Cats are not clean. They're not.
Well,
they're not. I love my cats. I have 2 of them, but they're not the cleanest.
But I had a surfing experience.
Very clean.
I did surf. I surfed very briefly on Hollywood Beach.
Just put a paper towel over anything that's like of question. Who likes anything creamy?
I surfed briefly on Hollywood Beach.
It's just true.
And it was evening surf.
Oh, well, you're asking for it.
And it was very wavy, and it was an evening surf, and it's the first time I ever surfed.
I never go in the water after. That's like asking for Jaws.
Well, after the cooler of wine coolers.
Wine cooler.
Yes, and then
Last week?
No, this is when I was younger. When I was fearless, and you don't.
What are you drinking? Bartles and James.
Probably B&J, something like that.
Reuniti.
So Lambrusco or something. Oh my gosh, you don't even want to know about that Lambrusco episode for me. We'll tell that on another.
Was it Boone's
No, I had a Lambrusco story.
We had Reuniti.
No,
we did something with
Reuniti
Boone's
Lambrusco. No, Boone's Farm Strawberry.
Boone's Farm, that was it. Oh my God, that was
back to my surfing story. We'll save those for
we all like to talk after a little bit of sailor.
So my surfing story. I was with some friends who were surfers, and I was guarding the cooler and imbibing. And one of my friends decided, why don't you try surfing? Have you ever surfed? I'm like, no, I have not. Are you afraid of the water? No, I am not. So I decided that I was going to surf. So, bra and panties, because I wasn't prepared. Bra and panties.
Bathing suit.
Bra and panties. I'm out surfing, and I was doing pretty damn good. And I would.
Better than the boy shorts.
True. And I was getting up on the board, and I was surfing, and I was having a great time because I'm like, wow, I can actually do this. This is awesome. This is awesome. Until about maybe the third or fourth wave, when somehow something went wrong, and the surfboard slipped out from under me.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I was not upset about falling into the water, but the problem that I had was the surfboard went straight up in the air and came down and hit me in the hip bone.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I decided drinking all of the stuff out of the cooler was better for me than surfing.
Well,
and that was my surfing experience.
But there was no shark.
There wasn't. Oh, I thought you were going to tell us a shark story.
No, I was waiting for a shark.
I was waiting for a shark story.
But again, I was a damn good surfer for that brief moment in time when I was young.
I know what else.
Well,
you know what else she's
know.
good at? Juggling.
Juggling.
Really?
Okay.
She was at my house for 2 seconds, and you know, we pulled out the juggling balls, and we're like, here, Cheryl, and she's like, doot, doot. Not an expert, but I mean, for the first time, like juggling.
Well, you know, I do have ball experience.
She was really good at juggling.
She's ballsy.
Yes, I'm ballsy and have ball experience.
She would be so good at it, but she was very good.
I'm very good with the balls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're lucky after taking
hula hoop, not so much.
I'm good at hula hooping, but I have had I had some little back surgery thingy, and I haven't hula hooped in a while. But I wouldn't mind trying again after a little sailor. But you know what? Like taking like going down like that on a board, like that happened to me, and I actually lost my bottoms. You know, they went right off of me.
I didn't lose anything. Just hitting you right there.
And luckily, I found them before I had to get out of the water. And then after that, I always wore like my bathing suit, and then I wore boy shorts and the top.
Oh, I could care less about that.
Well, no,
because that's not painful.
Well, no, if you
lose your briefs or your top while you're swimming, it's not painful.
Bottoms. I would definitely.
Surfboard hitting you in the hip is painful.
No, it is painful.
Painful.
It is painful. I know. I have a board in my shed right now. You want to go?
Yeah, let's go surfing.
We don't have water.
Let's go surfing now.
Oh, no, hate the Beach Boys. Hate them. Sorry, hate them. Don't like their music. Don't like all that music.
We don't hate anybody.
I don't like
their
music.
We don't hate Beach Boys.
We don't hate the Beach Boys.
How can
don't eat the limes. Stop eating the limes. Don't eat the limes.
Don't know.
No, she wants to eat the limes.
Don't know.
Oh, there was no Jaws right there.
She's like, yeah.
She's like, yeah, you ain't affected me.
There you go.
See, she doesn't yelp when you do that. Because every time I try to help her to the couch, she yelps at me.
Because she doesn't trust you.
Because she saw that flyer about in the doggy post office about wanted.
Don't trust
this
Cheryl.
Girl. Don't trust her.
Don't trust her. She
likes you, but maybe she doesn't feel comfortable with you picking her up yet.
She yelps because she's just.
Maybe you're heavy-handed.
Well, she's old.
Look,
maybe you're heavy-handed.
She's 13.
I'm used to balls. I can't juggle a dog.
Well, she's 13 years old.
And
so
those words come out again. Always with the balls.
She likes balls. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah. You know, no, but really, no. Angel's 13 years old, so you know, like she kind of.
Hard to believe
it's kind of at the place like right now where like I really let her do almost anything she wants to do, except for like I don't really allow her to get into the garbage because she's so old. And it's just like, you know, I mean,
garbage.
It just it's like I actually like when she was little, I would never give her like human food. I would only feed her dog food and things like that. Now, like I'm saving chicken breast for her, but only like lean stuff. But you know, now I let her do anything. She's old. She's an old girl.
She deserves it.
I think you know that's exactly what I say. I had this sweet little old lady as a client today, and she has like this hand that does this because she had a stroke, and I'm like, and she says, well, if that can't work, I'd give myself my own manicure. I said, you know what? At this time of your life, you should let somebody spoil you. You know, but it's just like, but you know,
my hands work, and I still go to you to get a manicure.
Yes,
you're the best at
but
it.
you know what? Why not spoil yourself through life? Life is just too short, just not to have some fun. Have fun, you know, no matter what it is, whatever that fun is to you.
Absolutely.
Because when I look at those like ladies that are at that place in life, and you know, like I felt sad for her today, you know, because like she's been like that for like 10 years, and she lived on her own, and then she just went to a home and everything. But like, I'm like, just live your life. Live your life. Don't worry about what you're gonna look like when you're 80, because you just don't. I mean, not to say not be healthy and not exercise and everything, but like people say, oh, what are you gonna look like when you're 80?
Like
80,
like you. Like me and 80.
I don't want to live 80, maybe. I don't know, you know.
Well,
like,
did you see
Well, apparently we're running out of water in 17 years, so we're not going to make it to 80. But
you know what? I just want to die of quick causes, no matter what it is. You know, live fast, die young.
From love.
Quick. I don't know how love kills you. Love tortures you.
No, there's, you know what? Love doesn't kill you, because I've had a couple of broken hearts.
So have I. That's what I'm saying.
One
I think
severe
love tortures
broken
you.
heart, but it doesn't kill you, unfortunately.
It just tortures you for life.
Which
No,
totally.
I want to be fast. I don't even want to know what hit me.
Yeah.
That's the way I wanted to go.
Is she singing again? Are you singing?
I'm singing again.
Is it Raining Men?
She's our singer, dancer, choreographer. No.
Yes,
Which,
your
by the way,
choreographer.
I said
The choreographer.
Choreographer.
The choreographer.
Can you? I really want to learn the Thriller dance.
Oh yeah, I can totally do this.
Did you see Aurora's post?
No.
She's
I did. We should all go be dancers for her.
We should totally
I thought
go.
about that.
But I don't know. Well, she could do her zombie makeup. You have to find out what day it is.
You could do our zombie
You know,
It's
makeup.
a Thursday, and it's down in
Yes, you
Miami at 10.
Could you
at
do
11
zombie
o'clock at
makeup
night.
on us, Grace?
What Thursday? As long as
It's
it's not
sometime in
Thursday.
November. I think sometime in November.
Yeah, I saw that she wanted to. I saw that actually on her post. And
I
thought,
did see it
how fun
too,
would
and I was
that
like-
be to be dancers, to be zombies?
But only if we could do the Thriller dance and have a
Now,
spotlight.
apparently, not to toot my own horn, but apparently,
Toot toot.
we did a little routine on our Mad Hatter thing, and apparently I got the most crowd votes.
From who? Who were the crowd? Just
I don't
because
know.
Chris said it.
Who? What?
Chris said you were the best, right?
Oh, Chris, yeah,
Chris
she
said
was
you were
no,
the
she was the
best.
best. And I discovered that I'm more left-handed than I thought I was.
But I thought maybe because she was right in front of Chris.
Wow.
Me?
It had to do with her corset.
Why?
her
If I'm
breasts.
right in front of Chris,
it
I'm
was
not on
her
the video.
boobs. It's right.
You know what?
Right, it was the boobs.
Like
Work 'em, baby, work 'em.
This is why I'm good at juggling.
No, you know,
What?
I
What?
noticed that like when we were doing our dance that it was a little harder for me because I noticed like I automatically put I really am kind of ambidextrous and like when you guys
did
would put out
left-hand
that
foot.
I was always like left hand, left foot, you know what I mean? Like that's what I
Went
automatically
first.
so it was a little harder for me to get a move because I really wanted to be in sync with you guys instead of you know, like where I naturally would put out that arm, and so it was, I you know,
You
like.
were going for the wrong arm the whole time.
Well, because I
wanted
just
to
don't
get
realize,
that.
like, my brain, like, I always write and pick up with my right hand, but I do a lot of stuff with my left hand. I was like, what is she doing?
It's not. It doesn't
Here,
work
we're
the
gonna
same.
take this.
It doesn't work the same. Apparently, it doesn't work the same with lines. I need balls.
She needs balls.
It's a ball
Bring
thing.
the balls next time, and Cheryl,
All right.
Cheryl will do an act for you.
Yes.
We will not be doing hula hooping though, because
Lori,
Hello.
we'll let Lori
Speak for
do
yourself.
Hello. Hello.
well, there's a lot of shaking and moving going on
yeah,
over there,
we're just trying
so.
to keep it from falling over, and you're not.
Have not you learned anything?
Have you not? What was that?
Not you learned
Have not
anything.
you
Well,
learned
there's
anything?
Not you learned anything.
It's very Shakespearean.
Okay, wait. Who's
She's
always
not spilling her
Wait.
drink, I think
wait?
is what
No.
she means.
Who's always a designated driver?
Cheryl.
Who have you never seen
Crap.
drunk?
I haven't seen Cheryl.
Yeah.
Lori
I've seen
saw
you
you
drunk.
one night.
No, I was happy because I wasn't driving. That was awesome.
That's what I know.
And then I had
know.
my one beer past my limit, and I said, okay.
I was
I'm
very
good.
sad you weren't happy for my party.
That I wasn't happy for
Yeah,
your party?
she was having a down night.
What do you mean I wasn't happy for your party?
The party, you were a little
The
down.
Mad Hatter's tea party.
I was happy.
You were a little grumpy.
You were happy, but you weren't as happy as you can be.
Yeah.
You weren't.
Say
You
what?
weren't. You
I
weren't.
was absolutely fine.
You weren't set free happy.
I was fine.
You had to
We
drive.
We were on
Hello?
the
You
floor.
should have dropped
Because
her
I
off.
wasn't lying on the floor taking
we
selfies.
we were on the floor happy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
You're on the floor
Seriously?
happy?
Really? I need to take a vote on
we
this.
were on the floor happy.
Let
That's
me tell
happy.
you. Let me tell you.
That's
I
when you
was
get happy.
I was having a blast that night.
Oh,
Let me
good.
tell you.
I'm so glad.
Good,
But then, you know,
good.
like sometimes I've seen you when you're buzzing having a different blast, and I wanted that blast for you at my party. That was as much as my wish for you.
How
My
would
wish
you
for
know?
you.
You
That
were
was my wish
drunk
for
and
you.
drunker.
Hey,
You had no
we weren't that
clue.
bad.
I was
we were
having
not
a
I'm
blast.
sorry.
We
Whether
were
I'm
not.
drunk or drunker, I always have a clue.
We were not that bad.
I was.
Yeah, we were not that bad. None of us were sick the next day.
Okay, I think I need to vote on this.
We were not that bad.
Okay,
We were
call in
not.
right now. Dial. Raise your hand.
1-800.
Raise your
Are you
hands
drunk?
if you think that that's what I thought. You see?
Okay,
That's what she
whatever.
thought. We don't know what that is,
No,
but
no.
we love you.
I have my own fun. It's internal fun. See, that's the
No,
thing.
no.
That's the thing that I was saying. That I think that I put off this bitchy vibe because
No,
all these people
I never. That's never. That
approach
was
you
never
from
what I was thinking.
Because let me tell you, I'm easy,
Woohoo!
and you should know that because I can juggle balls.
Wow. Wow. And we're wrapping it up.
There's
ball
no
juggler.
wrong
We're
with
gonna,
this conversation.
we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there with ball juggling.
On that note,
We're first Cheryl.
on that note,
And that's
We are a
we're out of here.
Classy Kind of Trashy.
Hey, we are.
yes,
Cheers.
you need your drink.
Oh, I'm sorry.
'Cause
Here.
you can-
Cheers.
How could you clink without a drink?
We need to clink one last
Clink.
time.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
Bye.